watching a lot of these games, man. Come react or overreact with us leading up to the big game.
Overreaction Monday. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
It's game over.
Your home of the Stanford Cardinal, KNBR 1050, the sports leader.
Game day on ESPN Radio, the ESPN app, Sirius XM Channel 80. I'm Kevin Clark alongside Justin Pugh. We are watching the last few minutes of warm-up in Philadelphia. Bunch of Rams fans by the sideline there. Glad to see a bunch of them made the trip. It's obviously going to be an emotional game for the Rams. They had quite a last 2 weeks, and if you don't know the geography of Los Angeles, the fires are not too far from where the Rams practice and presumably live. And the fires hit Malibu. A lot of Rams people live in Malibu or spend a lot of time in Malibu. So it certainly hit home for them and made things obviously, kind of pretty low on the worldwide list of problems that the fires have created. But obviously it's created a logistical nightmare and certainly probably an emotional time for everybody with the Rams. For the game here, though, Jared Verse comes out and says he hates Eagles fans, Justin Pugh, which is quite a bold strategy going into Philadelphia. Now, he's not running from the smoke. We're seeing reports of him coming out and kind of cupping his ears, saying, I can't hear you, let's go, bring it on. Saw some of that at Florida State when he was there, when he used to play against Miami and some of these other big teams. Do you have a history? You're from Philadelphia. You've made some comments about the city of Philadelphia. I'm just going to give the floor to you. Tell me what Jared Verse is going to go through today.
Yeah, I get goosebumps actually when you started telling it, because I look back to my story a few years ago, probably almost 8 years ago now. I am from the city of Philadelphia, from the suburbs of Philadelphia. I'm from Bucks County, Pennsylvania. Grew up an Eagles fan. Went to Syracuse University. Get drafted by the New York Giants, and I am as loyal to the New York Giants and to the city of New York as I'd ever be. They changed my life, and I will never run from being proud to be a New York Giants fan or go back
Corbett,
to where I'm from. My family still lives in Philadelphia, but I do and know and never will support the Philadelphia Eagles. I mean, I got friends that play for that team, but I am not an Eagles fan. I played in the NFC East. I'm not a fan of the
Eagles fan?
You an
Eagles fan?
No.
I'm just listening to the.
They don't bother me as much, maybe, and now I have some friends there.
No,
so
I'm not an Eagles
in my
fan.
power rankings of like NFC East, I'd probably go Giants are my favorite. And I would go maybe Commanders, Dallas, Eagles. Like I just do not like the Eagles. I have friends there. We have a lot of banter. My friends have Eagle tattoos on their chest, and I came out and said something very similar to this. And I'm talking about the Eagles, and I'm talking about how I'm not a fan of the team. I didn't like playing against the team. So Jordan Bernard, who I have no problem saying this, me and him have made amends. He's interviewing me this day while I'm like, they're talking about, hey Justin, you're going back home. How's that gonna feel? And I'm like, when I would go out to dinner with my mother in Philadelphia, they would do Eagles chants when I'm sitting there with my mother having dinner in my hometown. When you would go there, and if you're watching the game right now, those fans would they would come after me, and it was like my gym teacher that's sitting there in the front row telling me, like, you're flipping the bird. The Eagles fans are so passionate. I went back this year and sat with them and the fans, and they're an amazing fan base. They're a part of what makes the city of Philadelphia so great. But when you go in the city of Philadelphia, they will come back at you. So when I said, hey, I don't like the Eagles, and when I was saying Eagles, I also like the Philadelphia Eagles, I said Philly, referring to the Eagles, not the city. And Jordan Renan, and again, since we've squashed our beef, the article comes out, Justin Pugh hates the city of Philadelphia. And I was kind of misquoted in that article. And the whole city of Philadelphia, my mom was a school teacher at the time. Like, my family paid the price, really, is who paid the price for this one. Because the city kind of said, hey, why does Justin hate where he comes from and things like that. That next game, we go and we lose to the Philadelphia Eagles 38-0. I was so hyped up, like Jared Verse is right now, running around that stadium, yelling at the fans, talking trash, and that throws you off your game. And as an offensive lineman, it was a mistake that I learned from, and I never did again, because you cannot play emotional football. No one plays great emotion. Maybe some defenders can, because they don't have to communicate on the offensive line, or they don't have to do too much thinking. So maybe it'll be great for Jared Verse today, but seeing the emotion that he's already dumping energy right now. He's dumping energy while he runs around on the field trying to scream and yell at these people. Can he keep it up for an entire game? We will find out. But that is an energy drain. That is a rookie mistake by him. It's something that I learned from it. And just so you know, Philadelphia, I love you. I love the Philadelphia people. I love the city. I don't want them to come after me again. But when you're playing in a team and you're a rival, like that's kind of what is the beauty of the NFL. So do I love it from a fan perspective that Jared Verse is doing this? Yes. But as a guy who's been in that exact situation from that city, Verse, they're winning right now. The Eagles are beating you by doing what they're doing right now. And hopefully he can power through and it comes off well. But you're going against a guy named Jordan Mailata and Lane Johnson. Yep. You need to direct your energy towards those two because they're two of the best tackles in the league. Part of the reason I didn't like Philadelphia Eagles, they kicked our butts every time.
Right, you good?
Yes,
sir. All righty.
Appreciate it.
All right, man. You have a good rest of your day.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you.
They bounced back, and Howie Roseman has this team rolling. So that is my little advice. That is my little story. Something I can laugh about now.
Game Day on ESPN Radio, we are presented by Progressive Insurance. I'm curious, Justin, you mentioned what it's like for Jared Verse to play emotional and to be spending all this energy and running around the stadium. And obviously we saw Jalen Carter kind of come up to him and
trying to bet his game check with him.
Yeah,
they were yelling $77,000 at each other as in reference to what the players make in that game and trying to bet it. So I don't know.
I feel like
be careful with the league office there.
Yeah, I was going to say, the league office, I believe, has stepped in when this is not boxing, where Floyd Mayweather can bet his purse on himself. This is a different sport with the league office and, frankly, stricter rules. I'm curious, on the other side, Justin, when someone makes comments like this, and it sounds like Jalen Carter, again, playing emotionally, perhaps in the same way that Jared Verse is, but if you're the Eagles offensive line, are you paying attention to this? Do you use that for fuel? I mean, to me, it was funny.
How you doing, Nicole? All right.
I'm fine. How are you?
How you doing?
I'm doing well.
Does it matter to the Eagles that
going to Safeway?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Fans. Are they using that in the locker room, or are the veterans just kind of like, yeah, whatever?
This is bulletin board material. Like every fan base probably hates the Philadelphia Eagles. What are we talking about here? If you're an Eagle, you love your fan base so much because they are. And I went this year and I sat in all these fan sections. Like the Philadelphia Eagles fans are a top 3 fan base in the NFL. The only reason I'm putting maybe the Cleveland Browns is like a pure fan base because the Browns have been so bad and they're still just as passionate as the Eagles fans. So the Eagles fans, if they're not one, they're two. If you're an Eagles player, it is the best thing to play in an atmosphere like that. They make that place so raucous. You know when they say it's a 3-point advantage when you play at home in a game? The Philadelphia Eagles, the Buffalo Bills, and the Cleveland Browns, probably a 4-point advantage with those fan bases. They are nuts. So no, it's not like Lane Johnson is going to let this drain his energy for the game. They're going to go out and play their game. They're going to let their play do the talking. Let the young guys who are still trying to figure it out, let them go out there and do that. But very well, Jared Verse, he talks smack all game long. I know guys that are out there going against him, and you hear him getting in their face and saying things. So maybe this is the way he gets himself going, but it will not impact the Eagles' offensive line.
Yeah, I was just thinking about, when Jared Verse made those comments, I was thinking about Cheez-Its Bowl that Florida State played in. I'm sure everybody remembers the world-famous Cheez-Its Bowl. But no, as a Miami fan, you end up watching every Florida State game just out of... I'll let you guys finish the sentence on that one. But no, and Verse had a game-winning sack. Jared Verse knew exactly when he was winning time in college. That's why I thought he was an amazing prospect. But he was saying after the game, he was saying, all the Oklahoma guys are saying I was never going to make the NFL. And it was just so funny, you know, he kind of did the George.